you want.
All right. He'd open it up, like still in his sleeping clothes, like a sleeping robe, sort of bleary-eyed,
Oh,
but
wait.
fairly clear.
Real
What?
quick, then, not to interrupt, Mago, are we sharing a room? Or do we have our own separate rooms?
It's up to you.
I'm actually not sure. I was under the impression that this inn had like not a lot of space.
That's fine.
Yeah,
If we could just say
sharing
it's your
rooms
room.
is totally acceptable. It's perfectly acceptable, especially if
That's fine then.
Yeah, like it makes some sense.
Yes.
It's probably like a big room that's like you can cut in half.
Yeah.
And he'd walk up to it. He'd slide the door, he'd slide the door open, and say, "Shosuro, what hour is it?"
Good morning. It is still early. The sun will rise very soon.
What seems to be the problem?
I apologize for waking you so early, Honorable Dragon. You're the dragon, right? Not confusing this?
Yeah,
you're good.
Okay. But I assume you still remember what has happened yesterday.
He looks at he sort of cocks his head and pretends to think. Yeah, altercation with the mantis. That the problem with that unicorn lady, and the time we met a ghost. Yeah, do I seem to have things on track?
She removes the fan, like puts it in front of her mouth and does a giggle, but still very respectable, non-moving. And she removes the fan and says, "Yes. You see, me and the Honorable Doshi Kiso have information to both share and to cooperate given the task and given its severity. We decided that we would speak as soon as we could with you. The Honorable Doshi Kiso would invite you for tea for this, both you and the Honorable Lion. Would you accept?
We should wake up the Honorable Lion then, and he probably looks at Genki, not realizing, not having checked if he was awake in the first place.
Yeah, Genki's sort of on his sleeping arrangements.
He's been having a
he hasn't really
dream.
these nightmarish things. Yeah, he's really just tending to himself mostly. He hasn't been paying attention to the conversation at hand. He's pretty much already readying his clothes for the morning.
Oh, okay. So he gets up early.
Yeah.
Is that, or he had the nightmare about the high school and just couldn't go back to sleep?
What was this technology?
What is this thing in my mouth? Okay. Who is
So he
Shin-chan?
says. So he says, "Well, looks like at least one of us is ready. Would you give us a few minutes?"
Of course. I will be awaiting with the Honorable Doshi Kiso above, and we will speak of this. Thank you. She does a slight bow and walks off.
So as he slides the door closed, Shin would start looking around for the clothes he's packed, and he would look at Genki, and he would say, "What do you suppose they want?"
Interrupt our peace, I'm sure. You know how the Crane clan is.
He would nod at that and say, no, yes, that's true. But I'm not sure he wants to sell us something, which makes me worried since it means he wants to buy something."
What would he want to buy that we have of worth? The most I have is... Let me check my inventory real quick. The most I would have is my scroll satchel, but I doubt he'd have any use of that.
I'm not. He sort of he laughs behind his hand, but says, "I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about." He pulled a Liza.
Oh no, it's fine. Continue.
Oh, I'm not.
Hold on. I gotta add my important item to my
Just drag the item to your character sheet. And just
Didn't add my umbrella. God.
Yeah.
Says,
Gotcha, though.
I'm not talking about the things we own. He says the crane deal in more. He wiggles his fingers. Abstract commodities than that.
Do you suggest that you would want our services then?
Some kind. He shakes his head and thinks more like he wants favors from us. That he sort of shrugs helplessly. This isn't really my ballot, but I think we should stay alert.
We will get to it when we come across it. Let me just say that.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
We will get to it when we come across it.
He nods. That's a good attitude. Are we going to do the same about the mantis?
Yeah,
The mantis boy we're supposed to protect, rather.
Genki sighs, noticeably very loudly at the mention of the mantis. I suppose. He repeats it twice before he goes back to packing his stuff up.
Very well then. We get there when we get there. And scene skip.
Yeah. So the two of you leave your rooms and presumably see the crane and the scorpions both sitting at one of the tables, sitting at one of the low tables at the around the lobby of the inn.
Oh,
Now that
are
the
we
incident-
doing this in our room or
Oh,
in
are you? Like I will change that if
assume-
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
so
this is
you-
slightly of a bit of a private matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you leave and enter and come into their rooms. It's a small affair. Tatami mats cover the floor. A low table in the center of the room. Places for people to sleep. And you
and
see
then-
both the crane and the scorpions.
There's 2 things of tea in front of both of them. And on the other side of the table, there's 2 more. Doji would just look over to the 2 of them. Come sit. We have things that we would like to discuss.
Genki nods towards Doji. I can't remember names. Doji, yes. And you'll go ahead and sit in front of one of the cups of teas that I guess he's closest to. Given that would be kind of their side of the table.
Yep.
Mhm.
Just looking at him blankly.
Genki just has this just blank expression on him right now.
So I believe that it is going to be important as these days move on by that we respect the wishes of Doji Satsume, given that it is a task given to us by, well, certainly more honorable than any that I have seen, and I would assume the same for you. Given that that is the case, we have information that we would like to share and cooperation that we would like to seek amongst both of you. Is this acceptable?
This is acceptable. What information might this be?
We are going to be needing to share pieces of information regarding the Mantis as a group as we move forward. I want to make sure that given what happened last night, both of you have the sense to not cause another fight or provocation with the Mantis the next time we see them.
Genki will interrupt right at the end. He'll say, if the Mantis wishes for a fight, that will be entirely his fault. That will not be mine or my companions.
With all due respect, we are not here making any kind of blaming. In this case, the situation is extremely delicate, and Itoshi is an effusive man, which means he requires a different type of handling than most people, especially given the task that we were given. I have information on his past that will explain some of his effusiveness. All that I wish to preface with this is that alongside this task, we attempt to obtain information on the mystery of the previous Emerald Champion's death, as that is the actions that will most aid the Empire as a whole. And a cooperation between the clans and between people of the clans will always benefit the Empire. Now, with that given, I will also preface that should we cooperate on this fully and attempt our hardest, I will be putting forth information that might aid you in the tasks the tournament gives you, should you wish it. If you do not need to as well. Is that acceptable?
Yes, no?
I was
think
waiting
they're
for
thinking.
Bug Guy, but yeah, I.
Oh shit, my
Finn
mic
would-
was muted.
Everyone's mic is getting
I
muted.
forgot to mute my mic.
Everyone's mic is getting
Go ahead,
muted.
Bug Guy.
Genki is motionless for a couple well, not motionless, but he doesn't seem to respond afterwards for a good few moments. Looks to be mulling over what was said before he slowly nods towards Doji's direction.
The last part?
Oh,
He nods, so he
Nodded.
agrees.
Very well. Then, the first things first, I'm sure you already have some level of suspicion given what happened yesterday, but it is quite likely that the Emerald Champion might have been the father of Itoshi. Not only have we found a note that pertained to some level of disdain on... not disdain is the wrong word, but jealousy that his brother treated his sons better. We have also found that Hitoshi is in fact part clan, part crane. These suspicions are very strong, and most likely, given the combination of the two, and the need that spirit has had to ask for the safety of this man, kinship is not only very likely, almost certain. A man spurned like that and driven from his clan, a bastard, will be effusive, will be angry. The situation has most likely led him to be unable to fully control himself in polite society, as you have seen yesterday. In addition,
So you're saying don't antagonize him over his bastardry?
that would be very prejudicial to our own objectives. Secondly, I know for a fact that there are people, though I cannot fully know who, that will want Hitoshi, if not unsuccessful, harmed, or even killed. We must be on the lookout for that. I cannot know for sure. Some parts of my own information is nebulous, and it must be handled with a lot of care. We also can't know for sure how much the other crane of this town know of Itoshi. They might, given how harshly the crane instructor treated him, it might be known, and they themselves might be on the lookout to trying something. Simply asking for eyes open.
I also believe that the most useful thing either of you can do is to simply not bring up the spirit that we have seen, or bring up in specific the objectives that we have. I think subtlety and silence is going to be the most useful tools in both of your toolboxes. I would also like to state that Hitoshi may be a rambunctious young soon-to-be samurai, and he may try to cause a fight or some other form of disturbance the next time that you see him. I would ask that you put your pride aside for just a moment and try to pursue an objective that would benefit you greatly, beyond a small besmirching of any form of honor. Does this make sense?
Shin shrugs and says, "Of course, I wasn't planning on bringing up anyone's darker deeds of ancestry, and I wasn't planning on talking to people about meeting ghosts and dark spirits either."
Well, thank you, Miramoto. It is a pleasure to know that I have your back and you have mine. But this question was addressed to two people. Kitsu Genki, what do you think?
I will make an exception this once. I do not plan on helping those Mantis clan members anytime soon. But if it is the deed of a spirit, I shall do it.
Well,
This
that
once.
is how very generous of you, Kitsu Genki. Well, I believe that's all. I don't want to eat up any more of your time. I'm going to be spending this time productive, trying to gather information and curry favor with the other members of this tournament. If you do not know what to do, I suggest you do the same. Reaches at his tea, takes another sip.
For the procedural future, Jesus Christ, my brain just farted and destroyed the word. For the close future, my offer still stands. If you require some level of information, you may call upon me. With that, shall we finish this and head out?
I think that'll be all from me. And Genki goes to sip his tea. I don't know if it would have been noticeable to you two, Doji, and Chosuro, but you can definitely tell that Genki is missing a few of his digits along his hands, and he actually is having some trouble steadily holding the cup of tea.
Given
Both of us have subtle observer, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
like
Oh, never mind.
Because actually, subtle observer will be very good.
Because I know
for
because I
things
know
like this,
I'd never mentioned it over voice.
Yeah.
I did say it in the text, so I didn't know if you guys ever knew about that.
no, I have two like
Y-
specific
yeah.
advantages just to notice things.
Yeah.
I have keen sight and
It's
subtle
very-
observer.
It'll be very good. Like I padded something. I put some things
Yeah,
into
Never
the
mind.
modules. It should be.
You
should
knew
be
that
very
also
useful.
not a
moment
very-
set all eyes on them.
It's kind of hard to hide, man.
It's very
It's-
hard.
it's right
very
there.
difficult. Yeah.
I know. Hey, I just wanted to make
like
sure
you're-
you
wondering
guys.
if we would pick up
your-
on it.
You know.
Like I said, I never mentioned it over voice. I'm pretty sure, so I just wanted to make sure you guys,
Yeah,
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
about
for-
6 to 10 minutes, Doji would finish off his tea.
Yep.
And then they'd leave and go their separate ways, I assume.
I should also add there is one more place which you guys can go look at, and that is the docks of Suma. It's
Could you,
a bay connected. It's a river. It's connected to a river which flows out to the sea. So there's plenty of docks. There's like boats. There's ships. It's very likely that you'd meet it. Like just going off of stereotypes, it's very likely that you'd at least meet Doji. You'd at least meet Itoshi there, or see him, or some sign that he's been there.
Fantastic.
He probably sailed in, considering he's a mantis.
Yeah.
What's the
Then
list
I
of
know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
places where we can go to?
The docks is a place you can go to. You can also
Yeah.
go to various sake houses around the place, tea houses. There is some shops which sell gaijin items. Some of which might be very interesting for you guys. Some which might not be, and so on. Currently, the Kakita Dueling Academy is closed off, but you are allowed to sneak in if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shin just sort of, as the discussion concludes, he somewhat indelicately finishes his drink in like 1 or 2 gulps, and he says, "I'm going to see a man about a weapon. and he goes off to those shops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What does Kitsugenki, Doji Kiso, and Shosurosumi do?
Doji
That's not
just
menacing
waits
at all.
and watches until Kitsu leaves his room.
Sumi looks to Kiso and says, she has subtle observer. Does she notice that he's waiting?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, you could tell that regardless. He's
Okay.
literally he's taking his time, sipping his tea, enjoying the silence, but waiting clearly until Kitsu leaves before he does as well.
All right. Sumi just looks to Kitsugenki and says, in a bit, I will be leaving to obtain a small gift and see if I can find Itoshi in the docks. If you wish to follow, you may. But for now, I'll be staying.
All right. He gives them a nod,
Good.
goes back to their tea, watches Kitsu.
So there's the
There's the docks and warehouses, the temple to
the merchant house was
Amaterasu, the shrine to the fortunes, the little Kanbulak, the Meneki Neko brewery, the house of the Red Lotus, and the merchant house of the exotic, and the poison water sake house.
Oh hell yeah! Let's go to the merchant house.
Everyone's going to the merchant house. Very cool.
Genki finishes his drink in silence before standing up, and as they say, taking left stage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as they do so, Kiso then stands, sighs a bit of disgust. He gets his sanitary cloth and wipes where Kitsu sat, and then he closes his door behind him as he leaves for. I guess this poison water sake house will be the closest to the dueling academy, correct?
Mhm.
Yep. He's gonna go to the poisoned
Great.
water sake house first.
Lisa, I have a couple
Yes.
of questions, if I may.
Yes.
The first one is, I know that on the book there are like sweet treats, like sweets specifically.
Yes.
Would like buying those and offering them, as in with the intent of being like, they treated you very badly yesterday, and I kind of didn't do anything, but I do want to do something now. Does that evoke that message given the time period, or
that would certainly give that, yeah.
okay?
Like
then
he is Mantis, but all samurai in Rokugan are beholden to similar things. So yeah, he would acknowledge that pretty well.
she will buy some of those sweets. I assume either in the Laughing Carp or the brewery. I assume that's where you'd find any.
Yeah.
And then head to the docks
I shall.
to try to find Itoshi.
Okay, as Mirumoto Shin goes out, he does see some familiar faces. Some people. He recognizes one of them. Like there's several Phoenix Clan people there. He recognizes one of them, Asahina Haruki. His doji master. His doji master. You know his.
Mentor?
His mentor, yes, I'm sorry. His mentor's lover. Of course. Like nobody really says that out loud. But he's there with several other Phoenix Clan members, talking amongst themselves. Some of them are Bushi and some of them are Shugenja. He looks at you and he looks at you. He's the lover of Mirumoto Shin's mentor. So he's there for some reason. And he looks at Mirumoto Shin as he's leaving and kind of just waves.
Wait, sorry, this is for me?
Yeah.
Wait, who is this for?
And he
I'm
leaves?
confused.
This is for Mirumoto Shin. Like as he's leaving,
Mirumoto Shin.
he sees his mentor's lover just with a bunch of other Phoenix people.
And when he sees Shin, he leaves.
No, he waves.
As
He
you're
waits.
leaving.
He waves
Waves
his
like
hand.
the hand.
Yeah. It's like a little wave, polite.
Oh, okay. Shin would probably wave back, but he is not entirely like he knows this person in the context of his mentor is like involved, and this is not the foundation of a relationship.
Yeah.
Like sort of the polite nod hello.
Okay.
Or like a wave back. Yeah, that seems more polite.
Yeah. Okay. So you're heading to the Kanbulak along with Kitsugenki, correct?
Is Kitsu also going shopping?
Are you? I'm not sure what it is.
Was that? I'm sorry. Did you say something to me?
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to the Gaijin shop.
Yeah. So it's the Kanbulak.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going mostly in the same place. They just
Alright.
left at different
Alright.
times.
Sorry, I was looking through the my sheet just to make sure everything was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, the Kanbulak, the little Kanbulak.
Kanbulak, yeah. The corridors of the open house market are crowded with people taking advantage of the tournament. Colorful fabrics and strange... Oh, let me change the music.
Colorful fabrics and strange... What now?
Yes, one second.
What?
Yeah, one second. The corridors of the open house market are crowded with people taking advantage of the tournament. Colorful fabrics and strange gaijin items decorate the walls. Vivid rugs laid out in stacks on the floor. The smell of spice and humanity is strong here, and the air is alive with people talking. Close to the... Like, looking around the shops, you can see Moto Betbayar, and another woman, another woman who you might recognize from your dojo, Mirumoto Hinata. Mirumoto Hinata is a very broad-faced, broad-featured woman, and you know, like from interacting with her that she's very like open about herself.
Open about stuff.
Yeah, she was the one who revealed, who like told Moto Betbayar about you, probably.
Yeah, makes sense. So Shin,
And she loves being a duelist.
inveterate gossip. Yeah, I gotcha. So Shin, sort of with a mild twinge of disgust at what he's doing, he turns his back as if he's observing one of the stalls. It doesn't matter what it is, just sort of puts himself close enough that he can hear them while technically looking away.
Yeah. You were looking at one of the stalls apparently selling a strange gaijin-looking item. Oil lamps, it says. They're very arabesque. It looks like they're all set upon a tin tray. A woman actually is currently like in the process of buying some from the merchant.
A woman.
Yeah, she's like very attractive. But there's like something off about her. You might notice. She's talking the properties over with the
She's talking
with the
about
merchants. What? But I'm sorry.
She's talking. Sorry, you cut out a bit.
Yeah. She's discussing what it does with the merchant, who's of course way too happy to help. Meanwhile, Mirumoto Hinata and Moto Betbayar are just like talking about the dueling, about like the differences of dueling between them. Mirumoto Hinata is a big fan of her Two Heavens style, and
of course, naturally.
she's basically just boasting about it with Moto Betbayar, who's happily listening and quite and like nodding along. They don't seem to have noticed it yet.
Oh, okay. So this is where that comes from. So he's going to keep an eye on. He's going to keep one ear out for this conversation in case his name comes up. But he's also going to he's also going to listen to the oil lamp conversation.
Okay. How
So
she?
if he doesn't outright ask, they use oil in lamps in other countries. How odd.
Yes. There's like the woman uncorks the oil lamp, and as she does, like this strange smell, you in real life would recognize it to be kerosene, but you as the player probably don't quite recognize it.
Mm-hmm. So this strong, pungent,
but,
sort of horrible
like
smell.
she asks, so how flammable is this really? He answers, oh, it's very, very dangerous. Very much so. You just need a little bit. So you just light it up and poof, a little bit will go a long way. A very long way, miss. So you just buy it. A little bit will go a long way. So you don't need to worry about paying that much right now because it'll last you a very long time. And she nods. Okay. Yes.
And
then I shall buy 2 lamps. He nods and then starts packing them up for her. And meanwhile, they're still just like talking, but then your name does come up at some point, and Miramoto Hinata asks, "So what did you think of him?" I don't know. Motobet Bayar answers, "He was a bit strange, and that his face was very weird." Oh yes, that's the point of that's why he has the birthmark.
What was the second part? After his face is very weird.
He has the birthmark. Yeah. Yes, and like they just like go into like discuss talking about you after a while. Just very a little bit. Yeah, it's mostly just like a little bit of gossip about you, about your face, about how you look. I think it seems that both Motobet Bayar isn't super. She doesn't really mind you. She doesn't seem to like you that much, but she doesn't mind you either.
Okay. On the one hand, I'm very interested in knowing what the fuck all this kerosene is doing here. Are they actually using it for light fixtures? Because that seems irresponsible. On the other hand, these fucks are ruining my marriageability. Like, this is bad. I am going to. Okay. I'm going to. Okay, Shin is going to file his cousin away for just a bit, and he's going to say, "Do you actually use this for lighting?" He says, "It smells so odd. It's not like any oil I've seen in my life."
The merchant looks at you. Oh well, yes, this is from the Burning Lands. Actually, it's totally safe. You just have to be careful to use it in the right place, and with this cover, with the bottom protection. And he pats the tin tray. It won't explode.
Shin looks dubiously at the lamp, handling it like just a bit.
It's very useful. Come on.
Yeah. It's very safe until you use it unsafely, at which point it burns down the whole fucking town. But Shin doesn't know this, so he would say, "How much?"
Well,
I'm interested in buying. How much?
It is a zenny. It is a bull. 1 bull.
Oh. I can afford that, and also I'm not allowed to negotiate. I'm saying this OOC. So he would he probably carries silver, right? Like I'm not carrying my gold in 5
you
single
probably
coins.
would. You probably would.
Yeah, so he forks over the silver,
Mhm.
and he takes the lamp and says, "So how do you store it?"
Well, and then he like goes into how to store it because I'm not actually that sure myself, but it's
Yeah, but-
actually like the way that he does present it. It does seem fairly safe. Like everything is separated, things are separated, and if there's like several like safety measures to make sure that nothing is going to like catch on fire.
Well,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not actually interested in the lamp as much as I'm interested in this guy not starting an arc where the town gets set on fire.
Okay.
So Shin, satisfied, dismisses the man from his attention after having paid, and goes back to listening to his cousin talk his reputation to death.
Okay. And meanwhile, I will go back to Shosuro Sumi.
Mhm.
And-
Also, I need to pee, like, real quick. Like, use the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So if I'm around.
Just give me, let me burp like 1 second. I just need to-
Two. God, this music is great.
And then, okay. You can
Just
smell
feel
Shosuro
differently.
Sumi. You can smell
Yeah.
seawater as you approach the harbor. Boats bob as water laps playfully at them. The seagulls scream overhead. This area seems to have more protection than you might have expected such a small place to have. And as you watch, another patrol moves past you. 2 of the boats stand out to you. One, a Kobone boat, seems deceptively simple, but the craftsmanship is masterful. And the figurehead is one of a beautiful crane with a reverently bowed head. The other one, just nudging in, is a small junk, about 20 feet long, and with what looks like a deep cargo hold. Some tall Moto war horses are being led off the ship by the harbor watch. You can see, as you look at the Kobune boat, you can see Hitoshi standing up, stretching his back, as he hops off of the boat with grace.
All right. Sumi is with Kin. She, I assume at this point, she's already bought the suite, and she just looks at Kin, and since they've already planned it, she just gives her a look that just says, "Smile, like be as warm as you can." And she approaches Itoshi and says, "Honored Crane, Itoshi-san, right?"
Crane? He kind of
Sorry, I didn't mean Crane.
Sorry.
Sorry, I meant Mantis.
No worries. We can
I meant
we
Mantis.
can
Sorry,
work on that.
my mouth went stupid.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
my brain.
Yeah, it's okay.
I meant Mantis. Honored Mantis. Sorry.
He blinks at her with surprise. Honored Samurai-san. Good morning. He
Good-
looks like kind of like suspiciously at you.
Good morning. I am.
What are you doing here?
I am Shosuro Sumi. I will be as forthright as I can. Yesterday, in the Laughing Carp, I heard, I did not see your altercation with the innkeeper, and I thought the way they treated you was unkind and dishonorable. And while at the time I could not do anything, I has a person who could have stopped it wish to simply offer you this, and she puts forward the sweets and puts it forward.
He blinks for a second, just like kind of in shock. Obviously, his face is shaken, his composure is shaken, and then he kind of smiles a little bit. There's a look of relief on his face. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know that Scorpion could. Well, I apologize. My apologies. And he takes it gently. Oh, no, he. I'm sorry. No, it's the way that gift giving works. I apologize. I need to fix that. So he shakes his head. I don't know what to say. I shouldn't accept such a gift from you, but I am so grateful for your. I'm so grateful that that's how you think. That's what you think of me. Remember, the way that gift giving works is they're like obligated to reject it 3 times, and then you push it 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah. She says, please, this tournament and the way that all the clans clash here in both Blade and Tongue are not only difficult, they're unkind, and they forget themselves sometimes, especially the young.
I mean, I understand that, but at the end of the day, I am still only a minor clan. I should be used to this. It is as that the Kakita-san said. I need to understand the meaning of fortitude.
Humility is also an important trait, one that the great clans tend to forget. And as they do, they push away someone who has all the right to be there and to be amongst the ones who are participating in this tournament. Please. She puts it forward.
He sighs and accepts the gift. Thank you. He gives you a bow, a very deep bow. Like he's very grateful for this.
Would you like to walk with me?
Of course. He looks towards the ship briefly, and then turns and moves to walk with you. There, as you walk, like you will notice, like there's quite a lot of there's definitely like way more guards than you might expect. Ashigaru mostly, who are just like moving around, watching stuff. There seems to be a decent number of them, like clustering around a certain warehouse.
She walks for like 5 minutes. They're silent as she looks over the waters, looks over the boats, walking beside him with Kin behind them, and she breaks the silence by saying, "You've been here for long, or did you arrive yesterday?"
I have been here just yesterday. I just got here yesterday. Sailed in.
I see. Likewise, I do believe you've seen me arrive alongside 3 actually. A man named Doshikiso, Lion Kitsugenki, and it's a lion and it's
dragon.
Phoenix. Dragons, yeah, dragon. And a dragon, Mirumoto-shin.
His face kind of twists as he hears the name, like the lion and the dragon. And he says, yes, I did notice that. What about them? I wish them the best in the tournament, I suppose.
We were tired yesterday, all of us. I'm sure they'll say nothing, but that kind of behavior costs them as well.
It does. He mutters under his breath.
Are you looking forward to it?
I am nervous, I suppose, but all samurai to be will be nervous. I just want to prove myself and my clan as to be as good in the tournament as any other clan.
I have no doubt you will.
Thank you.
If things go well, we all honor our mentors and our ancestors. and become fully fledged samurai. She pauses for quite a bit as she's walking. As I'm also like trying to figure out the best way to approach this. I got it. I do not wish to presume, nor do I wish to sound in any way. What's the word in English?
Presumptive?
I'm just presumptive. It's a bit like look down on you, with a single word, but I'm not. It's essentially what she tries to say. As she continues, do you mind if I offer you some advice?
Of course.
For going forward, despite what happened and despite the brashness of both Miramoto and Kitsu yesterday, that was, I won't say unprofessional, but it was simple in its approach and its actions. There will be those who, as part of this tournament, will attempt to either insult or harm you mentally with a much more viciousness. If you wish, we can have tea later, and I can go through some of the ways that I stay calm when such things happen. I've lived a long time away from my own clan, and I know how being a stranger can make that hard.
He hesitates. I would appreciate that, Shosuro-san. Of course, if you offer that, I would gladly accept. Thank you.
She smiles at him, and they continue
He
to
smiles
walk.
back.
For 10 minutes, she sometimes makes some more small talk, but nothing too important. She's gotten what she wanted out of this, which is she has an excuse to approach him and invite him forward and keep a good eye on him. Because no longer like being interested in him will seem weird since I've already done this. And when they hit, because at the same time she's making sure that they're walking towards the dueling academy, and as like time is getting ticking closer and closer by, she says, "I'll be heading to the Kakita Academy. If you wish, we may go together. If you have anything more to do, I understand."
Certainly seemed alright. But if yes, I think I can do that.
She smiles and then continues to walk, and that's all I wanted out of this.
Okay, and okay, Doji Kiso. Doji Kiso, you go to the
Poisoned Water Sake House.
Yes.
Because his intention is to look for students of the academy so he can figure out a good lie to sneak himself in.
Yeah. So, the Poisoned Water Sake House is a dark and imposing place relatively close to the Dueling Academy. The construction is fairly new. Samurai and Heimin alike mingle here, silently uncaring of any social status issues. As you watch, one server brings out a small tray with black sake jugs, which is an uncommon color. She takes them to a fat-looking ruffian with grimy clothes sitting out on the Ingawa, the porch. A familiar young scorpion girl sits further inside, half of her face hidden with a red mask, as she watches another crane girl with vividly distinct black and white hair sip at one of the sake jugs. Aside from that...
Immediately, Doji Kiso looks at the black and white hair person. Is this Rico?
Yes, this is.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He was not expecting to get this far so quickly. Who was thinking, because he wanted to give them a gift. Looking them over, do they have, like, their sword with them? Like, what is on them currently?
The wakizashi, for some reason, is on them. She normally
What is
should
a
not have.
wakizashi?
It's
Is
the
it a
sign
type
that
of
you're a
weapon?
samurai. She normally should not have a wakizashi on her, to be clear, but for some reason, probably because she's the favored student, she is able to just have it.
It is a Sorry, I don't understand. What is a wakizashi? Is this a weapon?
It's kind of a weapon. It's more just like a symbol of your status as a samurai, but you're not.
If I'm not-
She's not a samurai yet, to be clear.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't it wazikashi or whatever it is? Isn't that
Wakizashi.
like a katana?
It's
something
not
similar?
it's
The
not a katana.
wakizashi
It's
is
it's
It's
not
like a
it's a
short blade,
katana,
right?
but it's not
This.
considered like a weapon specifically. Like
Gotcha.
It's more
anyone can carry
ceremonial,
it. Yeah,
right?
it's more
The-
ceremonial than
In
anything.
the pair, it's Lisa is right in that it's not technically considered a weapon of war, but
But-
you like a distinction is that you can take a wakizashi indoors, but you have to leave your katana outside. Like for example, something like that. It's the symbol of your nobility and your politeness. You can always keep it. Like your katana is a symbol of your willingness to kill people.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So he is immediately, he gives the scorpion a look, politely, and then begins to approach them.
Okay. Ayushi Meilin. You probably know her. She is the one who gave the information to Shosuro Sumi. She gives you a two-fingered wave as you approach her. It seems
He gives them.
that Kakita Riku has not seen either of you. She's too busy muddling in her own drinks.
He begins to approach.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Doji-san.
It is
It's good to see you. It's
pleasure.
finally good to see you. It's good to see you.
the same to you. I understand that you spoke with a close acquaintance of mine, Shosuro Sumi, last night.
Imagine.
I am to understand that the focus of your gaze currently is on what might be the next champion. He looks over to Riku subtly before looking back at them. Would you mind if I had a word with them? I understand that if this is your oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Your Oh, I understand if this is too forward with your current objective. I am not out to make enemy.
Oh no, I'm just observing a crane. I'm just observing. It's alright. It's just a bit funny to me to see a crane drinking sake water. That's all.
Sometimes people surprise us. If I may ask, would you happen to know, and he sort of gets more comfortable standing next to them, if the wakizashi is because she is a favored student? I am unclear. I've not seen this before. I've not been here in Suma.
She is very proud. She should not officially have it, I suppose, but considering that the tournament is only going to be is literally going to be done with in 3 days. I suppose she thinks it's fine to walk about with it.
And do you think it's fine for her to walk around with it?
I'm sure you. She smiles at him. I'm sure a honorable crane like yourself would not want to bother with a scorpion's opinion.
Wait, say that one more time. Sorry. it got cut
I'm
out.
sure an honorable crane like yourself would like to know the scorpion's opinion.
Certainly, I am of the belief that the scorpion and the crane are best together. I assure you that Shosuro and I have similar goals in mind. And as he's doing this, can I shallow waters? So this is a question because I don't know how the intrigue stuff works.
Yeah.
Shallow waters is how do I blow it up? Do I click this? Shallow waters. I thought there was a way for me to make it go in chat. Do I need to be in conflict?
No, I think it should
Water.
be fine. Let me see. Shallow
Well,
waters. When you make a social skill waters check targeting a character, you may spend opportunity as follows: learn of one material, item, or worldly desire the target desires, and learn the target's ninja.
So I'm just curious, what circumstance would I use an ability like that, right?
Technically, it's an intrigue, but you can just use it. Honestly, like it's not intriguing enough, so you can just use it here.
All right.
Go ahead.
And then it's just straight up water, right? And then do I have a skill that goes along with that?
I would say courtesy.
Courtesy?
Give me a courtesy, or since you have keen observer, you can get an extra dice. So observer, you can get
an extra die.
You can get an extra skill dice.
Okay.
Because
so
I
that
feel
would
like
be
personally, I feel like that would work with shallow waters.
All right. So let me just.
Okay.
All right. So,
I should see.
as someone who is unclear as to how this works, is that a bad roll?
I don't
Is that
know.
a lot of strife?
Let me see. That is a lot of strife, but you can keep up to three waters, and you don't seem to have enough. You don't have enough. No, you don't. No, you do. You do have a opportunity, so you can keep one opportunity, and take the exploding dice, the three tamigama, those three things, and then take one, and then take the success as well. So you minimize the amount of strife that you take.
Okay, so I do apologize, but could we, like I'm an infant child?
Yeah, sorry.
So I have.
So you have.
I've rolled 6 die.
Yeah.
I understand what the die mean, but what is the keep and
so
3 discard phase?
You get to keep as many dice up to your watering as you want, and that determines your success. So you can keep like the blank die, for example, or you can keep like the success. You try to keep all the success dice and keep the strife dice to a minimum, or you can just like keep the exploding dice and take the strife, for example. But just take 3 of these dice. Determine which ones.
Oh, okay.
Which
So
ones
I
you're willing to risk.
keep 3 of any of these dice.
Yeah.
Okay,
keep
this
3 of
makes
any
sense to
dice.
me.
Sorry.
Which
it's
then
kind of cool because like it means like you can like deliberately like fail or like win less than you like.
And how do I determine if there is a negative towards getting too much strife? How does that mechanic work?
So you like each of those that has like a little flame. That gives you 1 strife when you end the roll if you decide to keep them. You can only have strife up to your composure. If you get too much strife over your composure, your vigilance goes to 0. You get a bunch more debuffs until you choose to show phase, which is, if I remember, I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but essentially do something that's vulnerable.
The term is unmask.
Oh, unmask, yeah. Which essentially you act emotionally, and then your composure go back to normal.
So, in theory, if I took success, strife, blank, I'm fine. I take 1 strife, and that's it. Okay. But I would get 2 successes, which means for my skills, it's shallow waters. Oh, so I would need to get an exploding success in order to learn 1 material item or word link.
You currently have an exploding success, so you should keep that, and then keep maybe the success with the opportunity, the strife with the opportunity, and then another.
So 2 strife, 1 exploding, 2 strife, 2 successes, 1 exploding success, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Finalize. So I should add 2 strife to my
So-
cheat, but
Yes.
that would activate
Yes.
this ability.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, so you do succeed. Probably, you're looking at Kakita Riku as you're saying this, right? Or you're looking at Bayushi's melee.
I'm looking at Riku, if that works.
She really wants to win. Like it is very obvious. Like she's willing to do whatever it takes. She wishes to explore the world with her blade and show everyone the power of her blade. Or at least that's what it seems. Like the way that she's like gripping her sword, the way that her hand is on her sword, fingering the hilt as she like quietly sips the sake. The way that it looks, the way that she looks down upon it every once in a while. It's clear that it's very important to her. Like this wakizashi.
I see. And she already currently has a sheath. The sheath for the wakizashi isn't the same as the larger blade that they'd actually be able to get when they're a samurai, right?
One that they're technically not supposed to have.
So, oh wait, are they're technically 2 different things?
Yeah, they're not supposed to have the wakizashi or the katana yet currently, but she still has
So
it,
they
yeah.
wouldn't be allowed either.
They technically would not be allowed, yeah. But for some reason.
He's going to think on that for a moment, and then he's going to give Bayushi a curt nod. It has been a pleasure. And then he's going to
Thank you.
leave and go talk with. Oh,
No, continue. You can continue. I'm just gonna add something as you walk. If you're heading out, I'm gonna add something.
oh no! He's going straight over to what's her face? The Rika. Riku.
Riku, yeah. She looks up at you, like kind of confused. Oh, good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to finally get to speak with you. I've heard a lot. He's gesturing
As you
over to
should.
her wakizashi.
As you should.
May I have a seat and talk over tea?
She looks down at her sake cup. I suppose. She pushes it away. Would you like to tea, please? And then one of the servers like looks at her kind of funny, but does get you guys both a cup
Before
of steaming tea.
just seeing that gesture, he immediately says, well, sake would also work if you would prefer.
I guess sake would. I would prefer that actually. Thank you very much.
Gives them a nod.
Yes.
And then
I
he's.
would recommend you sip slowly though.
Oh, so that
Shit.
I would recommend you sip slowly though. It's very
I'd
strong. Sip
Sip.
slowly.
Oh, okay. He gives them a polite nod, and then looks over at them. Lots of stares down at the wakizashi, and he just with a smile on his face, he's going to say, "It is delightful to finally get to talk with you. I've heard that you are the favored to win. I've heard great things.
I am.
Seeing
She
your
lifts her chin.
wakizashi, it's a mark of confidence, yes? It is
It is.
quite admirable.
It is. Akita Toshimoko allows me to carry it.
Oh,
For
he
now.
does?
For now, yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. How long have you been training?
3 years.
3 years?
4 years. 4 years. That's all.
Oh,
What about you? You're not a crane like myself.
I'm
Which
set
school
to
do
compete.
you come to?
Humble
Yeah.
doji. We come here, I think in a sense we would be competitors, but I feel that is a simple way to look at it. I am not so humble, I am not so prideful that I would say that I would be challenging you. My skill at the blade especially needs improvement.
Well, yes, that is true, but we always do need somebody who can speak for us, speak for the clan. I wish you the best of
Certainly.
luck in the tournament.
I wish you the
Doji-san.
best of luck as well. I appreciate that. Have you been? He's looking down at the wakizashi.
Mhm. It's very pretty. It's like banded in black and it's banded in black and blue. It's definitely like very unique. Very custom made.
Have you been holding on to that all day?
She kind of like smiles a little awkwardly.
Well, it is simply beautiful. I don't mean to cause a fuss.
Yes, well, when you are as skilled as I, you can do that.
Oh, I'm having some trouble hearing you, Lysa.
Sorry. I was like,
Is it getting more quiet?
When you are as good with the blade as I, then what does it matter if I wear it
Now or
3
later.
days before or three
No.
or current now? Yeah,
That
basically.
would make perfect sense to me. You've clearly, at least from your reputation, would be the best duelist, well, out of the non-samurai and soon to be. Would you happen to know where that wakizashi was made?
Well, it was crafted by one of the Kakita swordsmiths.
And he's going to take a sip of the sake.
It's like as a crane yourself, you would know that that's actually very honorable. That's it's very it takes years for a person to be able to get a blade like that. So either that's
Give me 1 second.
yeah, no problem.
Back. Hello.
Hi.
I apologize. I had a little monster trying to get in my room. Yeah, you run, Chloe. Okay, so he is going to continue to talk with them for as long as they'd let it. He'd just try his luck. He's basically going to try to feed their ego if he could. Just let them talk about themselves, ask them questions about themselves, sort of jazz them up for, oh, wow, you are the challenger. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, man, you're so good at this. That's awesome. And he's just going to have that kind of conversation, trying to get them to talk a lot about themselves and let them gloat a little bit, because they do seem to be kind of like a hot shot around here.
Yeah. She does. She does eventually. She tells you a little bit more about herself. She is like the top ranked person in the Kakita Dueling Academy. Everyone looks up to her. Everyone's expecting her to win, which is of course because she's a crane. And she is in Suma, and this competition is being held in Crane Lands, and yada yada yada, all that. It seems that the sake has loosened her tongue. At some point during the talk, like there is some you do notice like people. People like move in and out. At one point, a group of 3 moto appear. Talk like they smell slightly of the sea, and they're talking to each other with murmured voices. Shortly after they appear, a tall, handsome man also arrives and just like sits down near them, but not quite.
Tall, handsome what?
A tall, handsome man. He's
Oh, I see.
yeah, he's dressed in like relatively he sorry I just like
Fine.
All good.
It's a tall, handsome man without a mon. He walks in like maybe 5 minutes after them and just like sits down at one of the tables and just watches like what they're doing.
What clan is he from?
He does not seem to have a clan.
Eyes him sort of
There's a
suspiciously.
strange kind of feeling you get around him. Like just looking at him even briefly. It's very like there's like something like uncomfortable.
Are clans ethnic?
No.
Oh,
well, like some of them
okay.
are, but most of them aren't. Like,
But there's nothing
we
like
have Rokugan.
clear about
We have
them.
like Rokugani people, yeah, and then we have like Moto people. That's about like the,
But you
the
wouldn't be able
most-
to tell two different people from the clan if
You
they're
would-
not explicitly dressed up as it.
Yeah,
such,
you probably
right?
would not. You would not.
With some exceptions, like Moto, I guess, would be an exception. But yeah, no, he's just going to eye them carefully, but he is so content to let this person talk. He A, wants to build up rapport, and B, wants to know everything they know. And he doesn't avoid talking about himself,
Yeah.
but he's very humble. He just doesn't care. He's like,
Yeah.
I will let you gloat. You do you, boo boo.
You definitely, yeah. I will notice, I like, even as you talk, like, the conversation between the Moto might, there are some things which you overhear. They've been at the sea for a while. They're hoping to get back to Unicorn Land soon. They talk about an armor. They talk about the armor that they have, and they talk about like something, how creepy it is, how strange it is, and they don't like that. But of course, like you're not really listening, so that's about as much as you get. Meanwhile, Kakita.
Looking over at the men, are there any clearly identifiable facial features about any of them? Like a scar on any of them? Anything that's super significant?
Not particularly. One of them has a big. One of them has like blonde hair instead of like the traditional black. And another one has like apparently he seems to be like missing a few fingers himself, like Kitsugenki was.
Oh, missing fingers. Oh, okay. Yeah, he is content to listen and watch them a bit. And if they leave, he'll think about leaving. But he's going to shift now that they've been there a while. He's just going to try to.
Yeah, they're just chilling themselves. They're cooling down. Currently.
He is
meanwhile
going to do a challenge. Where he is going to see if he can get Riku to drink, and especially more, kind of trying to bait out their ego. So this would be something along the lines of halfway through their conversation, talking at her about her and her life. He's going to say something along the lines of, "This sake isn't quite as strong as you suggested. Even with your perception, are you sure you're not just light on your..." I don't know if they'd say liquor, but an equivalent phrase. But this is at a point in the conversation where everything else has been polite enough to where it's not rude, I'd hope.
Yeah. No, it's polite. It's fine for now, and she's willing to give like more things to pass because you are in her clan. You are in her like, the Kakita and the Doji particularly, like they are basically just branches from the same family. They're not formed from a follower like most branches are. So you're like cousins rather than than like friends.
Yeah,
close
absolutely.
friends, yeah.
And
So
he's
she-
just going to encourage her to drink?
Yeah. She drinks and slowly becomes more and more loose with her tongue,
And
which is probably
over-
not good for her, but we'll see we'll see what that does.
going to A, encourage her to drink more after she's been drinking, and B, kind of start suggesting that people have been spreading false rumors about her, trying to get her a little grumpy. So he'll say something along the lines of, pardon if this is too intrusive. After all of the exploits I've heard, I'm surprised by some of the things that I've heard about you. Is it true that, the highest number that you'd be able to count to would be 70?
What? Now where did you hear that?
I was
I can
on my
count
way in.
far more than that.
Far more than that? He
She
like
shakes
kind
her
of
head.
chuckles a little bit the more that she kind of slurs her words. I apologize. It's just riffraff, but it seems like people don't think you're very intelligent.
What?
Oh, have you not heard that before?
I have not. You shall have to tell me who has
Oh,
been saying that.
I've heard it from
Shall
some of the
not
common
challenge them.
people. Have you heard of there's a woman, a very great duelist, maybe even as great as yourself, if you'd pardon me saying that, a Miss Hinata, what's her name?
Mirumoto Hinata.
Mirumoto Hinata? I've heard them mention it in passing. You wouldn't happen to know this person, would you?
I've heard of him sometimes.
It's a woman.
Oh, I've heard of her. She's of the Dragon Clan. But her two swords, it's no match. It's no match for our blades. You know?
Oh, is that true? Is fighting with two swords worse than one?
I believe so.
Well, I've heard another rumor about the Hinata. Did you know that they... she looks down at the amount that they've drank.
It's it's 2 cups. It's 2 jars of jokes at this point, but she doesn't seem to be wanting to drink more.
So how much have they drank by now?
It's 2 bottles each, but that seems to be she's finishing the second one.
He's going to say, there is a marvelous drinking game that I saw her playing last night before I was entering my own rooms. She actually was able to outdrink the Kitsu, believe it or not.
Anyone can outdrink a Kitsu.
Well,
Have you seen Kitsu Tsubasa, perhaps?
Oh, I would imagine that.
He drank 1 cup and he was already out.
One cup?
I saw it in the House of Laughing God. So ridiculous. Wow. She leans in a little bit. He has a tattoo or something like that on his back. Lion tattoo. It's kind of crazy. I never would have expected that of a guy like him.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. Do you think you could actually take Muramoto Hinata in a fight?
Of course I could. The dragon, what are the dragon good for aside from meditating all day?
They've just seemed good with the sword is all.
Trees and staying up in the mountains all the time.
Well, they just seem
so
pretty
hard.
strong. I know that you're sort of strong, but they seem really, really strong. I saw... it was just... I just wish you luck. Because I know that after, watching them in that drinking game, and then watching you now, if you can't hold your liquor, are you going to be able to win this?
Of course they could. You just watch me. She orders another. She gets another and a third sake jar. Will you join yours? Will you get one too?
Oh, yes, certainly. He's taking smaller sips. And as she drinks more and more suggestible, he's just going to try to get her embarrassingly alcoholed up.
Yeah, right before the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, she does. And as you guys continue to do that, Kitsugenki, you are also at the market, aren't you? All right. Or would you like to go to the Or would you like to go elsewhere to the merchant house of the exotic?
You asked the what was the second part? Go to where? I'm sorry.
Would you like to go to the merchant house of the exotic, or are you still with
Yeah.
Mirumoto Shin at the Little Kangulak?
I'll go to the merchant house. God, I don't think I properly recorded my currency, but that's alright.
That's right. Yeah.
You have 5 koku, I believe, unless you start in a school where you start lower. Some people are poorer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Okay. The exterior.
Imagine being poor in this economy.
I know, right? The exterior of the merchant house is strange and extraordinary, built of sand brick stone and topped with golden domes and what looks like bulbs with pointed tips. The windows are small and built in, but inside is cool and refreshing after the summer heat. Displayed shelves and low tables line the space, some of which you've never seen before. In the corner of the room, in the corner of the room, staring at what seems like a very strange, like hooded item, is a short, young, balding man. You probably recognize him, Yasuki Jun, of the Crab Clan. He's examining. He's picking up something in what looks like a sack. It has two glass holes. It has 2 holes like covered with glass, and what looks like a strange device like where the mouth is. And then on the side, to the side of it are like 2 heavy-looking gloves, like swordsmithers gloves, but covered in a kind of rubber.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name again?
Yasuki Jun. This is
Yasuki.
this is actually a thing which I'm just putting in there because it's a OOC. It's a rudimentary gas mask with goggles sewn into the hood.
I will Sukenki proceeds to walk up to Yasuki. I forgot.
Yasuki Jun.
Yasuki, okay. He will clear his throat, as he always does when initiating conversation. He'll go, what else do you bring today, Yasuki?
Oh, hello. I was just looking through. Actually, don't let me bother you. But all of this stuff is so fascinating. I'd love to take it back home with me. You know. I'm rarely in Crane Land for good reason. And like he kind of like gives him a half smile. You as a person of Rokugan, you would know that the Yasuki and the Crane in particular, they just loathe each other. The Yasuki had like a major break with the Crane hundreds of years ago, and the Crane have never forgotten it. They have never let them live that down, even after they joined the Crab. What are you looking for, out of curiosity?
I was more observing of what was provided, and need to say, those items near you by chance caught my eye. Do you have any information you could tell me about them? I'm quite fascinated to see what they can do, and
Ooh.
perhaps their price.
Yes, of course. I could even help you reduce it a little bit. But of course, we would. But of course, that might come at.
Unnecessary.
So, from what I've heard from the keeper, this was brought in from across the burning sands. It's supposed to help you against harmful gases and other things that might affect your skin and your face. And if you want, you even get these gloves with it. It's a koku, and the gloves are faipu.
That's
But
quite
I
an
don't
odd
know, it's-
invention.
I feel like it would be useful in the Shadowlands. You know? If I
If it were
could
to
get
protect you from-
something, yes, if I could get something like this for the Hira or the yes, yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive, Mirumoto.
One
Mirumoto-san. It is expensive, Mirumoto-san, because it is something that's actually invented much later on, and than Rokugan might suggest.
So-
Are you running this as if Shin said that? Because this is OC.
Yeah.
So how much would the entire set be then for the hood and gloves?
It looks like a koku and 5 bu, but you know, if we help each other out, if we're willing to help each other out, maybe I could help you and you could help me.
Now here's the thing, Lisa.
Yes.
I cannot technically buy
Yeah.
my coat.
Yeah, I know, but like
but
Yasuki clan in specifically are like they're generally more mercantile than most other families, so he can buy it for you. And like haggle.
I do like other people buying my stuff. Perhaps if we were to pool our resources, you provide some amount, I provide the rest. No need for haggling when we can buy it together.
Perhaps.
Who is he talking to?
Yasuki Jun.
Ah.
I simply like perhaps, but it would be much more useful in the Shadowlands, I feel. So, what would you use it for that would make it so important for you?
You never know when the need may arise for something like this along my journey. Or you know I do plan on being a samurai.
Hmm. I
Let's see.
suppose. Yeah. It works, I suppose. Alright.
I'm sorry, you...
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm just thinking. Sorry.
Oh, you said there was one or two other things.
I'm sorry, can you repeat yourself?
You said there was one or two other things aside from the hood and the gloves. I'm sorry.
Shit, I didn't know there were robots in
No,
Rokugan.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, you're
I
cutting
thought
out a
that
lot.
was me, but no, it's everyone apparently.
Oh shit, you hear me good now?
Better.
Or is this still robot?
No, it's better.
Okay, no, I asked, was the hood and gloves, or wasn't there like two other things
Okay,
aside from the,
There were other things.
fuck?
I will describe them if you like. There's like a regular teapot sitting on one of the tables. A amount of a powdered material inside of a glass jar with what looks like a quill and other writing utensils. There are several instruments which look very strange to you. Some of them are very, very gaijin in nature.
I see.
And there's a pipe from that's engraved with plants and flowers you've never seen before. A strange looking like small circular thing. It's like two loops hooked into each other. I'll post it to you later. And a puzzle box, a backgammon board, and some small statues of very weird looking misshapen horses with humps. But see, they're camels.
I think I know the two items I want to try to get. I will try to get the, what was it? One of them was the teapot. I do want to get the teapot. And you said the pipe, there was a pipe as well with the flower engravings?
Yeah.
And I think I'll try to get the pipe as well. So Genki sort of just hovers around noticeably the teapot and the pipe, trying to gauge how much they would cost.
Okay, the pipe and the teapot. The teapot is 2 bu, and the pipe is also 2 bu. It's looking at it closer. It's built of a dark wood you've never seen before, and as you look, the storekeeper approaches you. Oh, that's actually a very interesting item. Very nice. It's from Portugal, if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I don't think I recognize that name.
It's the Gaijin. The Gaijin land, very, very far away.
I see.
Do you want it? I can wrap it up for you
And
right
my-
now, along with the teapot.
I think
Okay,
I
so
will
the-
take them.
Of course. He goes ahead and he wraps that up. Wraps that up for you.
I'm gonna blow all of my life saving. It's too late.
Alright.
Oh, it's just 2 boo, did you say, Eliza? That's 2 silver.
I don't know if that's just time. So I was going off of the pricing that was in the. I was going off the
No,
pricing that was in the L5R edition.
No, I'm explaining. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not that expensive. It's
Okay.
expensive for, like, a pipe, but you can afford it, bug guy.
Okay.
Just sit before Tokyo or
Yeah.
Robot, forgive me, but it's happening again.
Yeah.
hold on. How's this?
That's better.
Better.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it then for the Porto.
All right. And then you and Yasuki Jun like split the price of the gas mask and gloves.
Okay, cool. If that's all I'm
Sorry?
on.
Okay, it's cutting out again.
I said that's
Okay.
all of my currency. Ah, shit, it's Mike. Fuck.
Hello, Kitsu Genki. We are friends.
I can't
no,
wait for the Clan of the Robot to be published. Is it gonna be in the next book?
I hope so.
I'm waiting. I said that's all my money gone.
Oh wow.
How much did you spend anyway?
5 with splitting the mask.
5?
Close.
5 koku, Lisa?
What? No,
Yeah.
it's 1 koku. It's 1 koku.
Oh, so
It's a
that's
koku.
like
And then-
1.
And then the 4 koku for the teapot and the
Yeah. So that's 4
So-
boo and that's
And then
4
5.
boo, 9 boo,
Oh,
and 1 koku.
shit.
This is what I like.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
Hold
so
on.
9 boo is
9
like
boo,
2
and then 1
2
koku.
and 2 is 1 koku, 4 boo, plus
Almost
1
2
regular
koku.
koku. You now have
Three-
2 koku, 1 boo left. So 2 gold, 1 silver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright.
So you're not. So you still have some money.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's a good amount.
We should talk. Yasuki Jun says, like after the purchases are made. I wouldn't mind drinking tea with you later, you know? Decide
Perhaps
on
you
what
could-
decide on what we do with this mask. Who gets what? I'm certainly most interested in bringing it back so they can replicate it. So the Kaiju my Kaiju allies may replicate it, but if you want, we certainly can work out a deal.
I think it's better if you were to keep it as a gift from me. After all, I plan to give these two away as gifts, not anyhow.
Alright. Thank you. He nods and leaves. Well, no, he will still like insist on having like having tea with you.
The
Regardless.
Genki is not gonna budge. He, oh right, let me talk this out. I do feel like as if it would be more useful for your uses for the Shadow Tainted Lands. Even though opportunity may arise, it is unquestionably more than truthfully you to make it.
You're cutting out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got like 2/5 of that. I'm really sorry. I heard you say Shadow Tainted Lands.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're talking about the Shadowlands, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can keep it. Bunga Bunga Shadowlands, more important.
Okay. He sighs. All right. I understand. I understand. But thank you for assisting, Kitsu-san. And he leaves. And with that, like, all of you are going to actually be done with your things. So
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna check my mic settings.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
after this though, like it will be the tournament.
That's fine.
Okay, so 5 minutes break?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some water then.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries at all. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm sorry. It's like,
No, don't be sorry. The game is awesome. Having a ton of
Yeah.
fun.
I think I hopefully was able to drop enough stuff.
Alright, just gonna grab some water then. You're back.
Oh, Lysa, you have
Yes.
a bit of time?
Yeah.
Can we do?
I think I fixed it.
Mhm.
Like if they stop talking at any point. Bug guy, did you say something?
I said I think I fixed
I
it.
think I fixed it.
Okay. Fuck you, Sue.
All right.
I
I'm
shouldn't be
going
laughing so loud. Really. I was going to say that Shin probably just gently nudges his cousin into, like, he would phrase it as, "Hey, don't give away the family secrets so early. Save that for the tournament." But really, he's trying to say is, "Don't fucking talk about me to people."
She laughs. Oh, come on. It's just good fun. Come
I'm
on.
back.
You talk about me all the time, don't you?
Like Shin probably like gives her a flat look and says, "I don't," and I would like you to do the same favor.
Oh, that's fine. I understand that. I understand that, Shin-san. But
Hey, what?
surely, like the more your name is known, the better it would be, right? I mean, you know, I think Moto Babayar, she likes you. She likes you, right?
He sort of raises an eyebrow and says, if your definition of liking someone is to, what's the word, is to very insistently challenge them to a duel, then I would say that the Moto likes me very much, indeed.
That is how she expresses her affection, though. Like,
Oh my god.
I've been talking with her. You know, it's absolutely it's fine if you don't like her, but you know, I think she likes you.
Sorry, I got distracted. I've been talking with her. She's what?
I think she likes you.
So Shin sort of shrugs at that, sort of mostly successfully pretends to brush it off and says, "We don't." And says, "We're samurai, or at least we will be. We don't marry at our own initiative, Hinata, or fucking Hinata-san." Yeah, probably. He doesn't use her first name.
We don't marry at our own initiative. Fucking Hinata-san. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
That's you're fair. You're fair. I understand. I have to be quiet about it. But if she asks,
Thank you.
I will tell her about you.
She asks about what? Like,
She
what is she?
asks
What
about
is she
you.
gonna say?
If she asks about you, but otherwise, I won't talk about you.
That's all I can ask.
Fine.
And he would
Okay,
probably pass the rest of the time like talking to a cousin.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense for him. He'd probably pick up a wooden sword. I realized I forgot to pick one up in character creation. It seems weird that I don't have one.
Yeah.
So Shin would. I just said that he forgot to pack his, and he's now like fixing that, like probably buying something on his way back.
All right.
Okay, that's all I had.
All right, cool.
Now you. Are we still on break? Because I need to use the bathroom again. I was drinking water.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I'm back.
All right.
I'm back. I'm Dad. And yes, I'm also back.
Hello, also back.
So since Soup is Crane, I'm sorry you kind of put this on yourself, Soup, but you are not getting any sort of gifts from me.
Well, you know what? At least I'm not a rat motherfucker, so. That's my gift.
All your arguments are completely invalid because you're Crane. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't.
I
don't know what this is. I just don't speak this language. I apologize.
Sorry, I don't speak bird flu.
Oh, that was Oh, that was funny.
Twice in that pipe.
It's funny too because it's like, if N were actually to use technology, it would kind of be like this, right? You would just smack the microphone, it would get super staticky.
Yeah. The lines would be the Game Erasers.
The why are they blowing all your money on kerosene? Oh fuck!
I'm already knowing how this book ends, all right, and it's with a very burned down town.
It's with a lot of fire.
We will see.
Hey, I just really hope that Riku eats shit.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. It
when
might
when I was a
happen.
kid, I was fantastic with money. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fun.
It's fine.
Listen, Riku was one of our top competitors, and now bye-bye. Get
I do-
fucked.
Yeah.
I do have a question, Lysa. Do we have the items that from the start? They're not on the sheet. Do we have to add them? in?
Yeah. Please add them yourself. I tried to add some of
Okay.
them, but like,
All good.
I'm like,
Where the fuck is
Yeah.
my pony?
like, okay, you needed a pony, right? Okay, that's what you want.
No, I'm not actually getting a pony.
Okay,
I
you
think
got
I
an
need
attendant. You got an attendant.
But we'll figure this out after
Okay.
session.
Listen,
Yeah.
that is heavy Crane because it's just like the richest like
You
boy
were,
that
you
you
were
can
like,
say.
as
Like,
the crane,
wh-
you were like the richest motherfucker there. Yeah.
Daddy, where's my pony?
Your son is he's a peasant beside you.
Daddy, where's my pony?
Your son feeds a peasant for 5 years. Don't spread it all in one place.
Papa, Papa, where's my pony money?
Papa, I want a katana and I want it now.
You mean my
Papa, the neighbor has a war pony and he gets 15 koku to spend on feed.
Papa?
But I only get 10.
I'm back.
Papa.
Yeah, a part of the
Hey, Muggle.
a part of the
What's nickname?
the Rokugani experience, the L5R experience, is just like knowing that you're above the rest of the people, and then like the,
I mean-
the weird shit that comes from it. Like,
I am
like
above
you
people.
you are like one of the top dogs in the setting. Like you
You're
don't
the
have, you don't have to
1%.
think about where your money comes from. You don't have to worry
Well,
about those
really?
stupid cousins unless you really want to.
You want to compare status and glory right now?
Yeah, no, I mean, I have it on my character sheet. It's a number. Where's it at,
Oh.
bud? I think I have the highest, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
Highest status or highest glory?
All of them.
What's your glory?
I'm pretty sure we all start at status 30
2 seconds,
flat.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Nope, I start at status 35 because I'm a doji
Oh
diplomat.
right, Crane is Crane starts at
SMD.
35.
And
And honor?
60 honor. Yeah, that's right. That's a get fucked with a capital G.
I got 60 honor, 45 glory in status.
Oh, shut.
I
Wait,
nice.
got
45 status?
Yeah.
How do you have 45 status? That's way higher than mine.
Questions?
Oh
do,
my
do,
god.
do you mean 45 glory or actually 45 status?
I got 45 glory and status.
There's one. There is exactly one status raising option in character creation,
Ew.
and it's being named after an emperor.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, you-
that's
Shit.
Wait,
Oh.
you shouldn't be naming yourself yet. Like that's happening after.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll name
Yeah,
ourselves later.
So, once everyone's back, like, let me know because I will.
I'm back,
I'm
back.
Okay.
I have a
Uh,
new drunk companion.
You do.
She's gonna go everywhere with me.
Kakita Riku is like kind of wobbling, as she makes her way to the tournament proper. You all, in the meanwhile, make your way across the river to the sandy courtyard and training field of the Kakita Dueling Academy, which finally opens up, where the gray-haired sensei, Kakita Toshimoko, gives a brief speech reminding all present that the eyes of their clan, the eyes of their ancestors, and the eyes of the Empire are on them. He introduces the current Topaz champion, Kitsuki Yukimi, and last year's runner-up, Bayushi Sugai. And then he instructs the contestants to direct any questions they have about the tournament to those two samurai. A white-clad priest then appears to bless the assembly, and the contest proper begins. So the way that this contest works is that contestants get paired together. Sure.
Oh, good.
You would have met them. You would have actually met them. Like if you going to other places, you would have met them. Which before, but it's all. I've lost it. So. So the way this works, contestants gain contest points in the following ways. If a contestant satisfies the judge at their profession in the skill being tested, they gain 1 point. If a contestant, let me turn this down. I'm sorry. You can turn down the music if you want. It's just like supposed to loop there.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. If a contestant succeeds in a way that wins the judge's approval using the specified approach, they earn an additional point for a total of 2 points. If a contestant beats the listed frontrunner, succeeding and gaining a specified number of bonus successes, they earn an additional point and gain 1 glory. This is cumulative with earning points by using the correct approach. So if you satisfy the judge with being proficient, aka succeeding on the check, you earn a point. If you choose the right stance while you're doing it, you gain another point. And if you get multiple successes and you beat the listed frontrunner, then you gain a glory, and you gain a 3rd point and a glory as well. And to that, I'm also going to add that there's some places where you can just you can answer yourself. And if you choose to do that, you get an extra skill dice, and you get an additional point of glory, an additional half point of glory, in addition with the rest.
I think we're probably gonna want to have it down, right? Because that's a lot.
Oh yeah, let me.
If you choose to do what?
You could just copy paste that text.
Certainly. Give me 1 second.
I kind of remember this from my old
Yeah.
Legend of the Five Rings playthrough.
Yeah.
I only remember that I just spammed Earth Stance throughout the whole thing, and I somehow got it on top.
Mm-hmm. Here's the sheet. So just keep an eye on that. So the first test comes from sorry. The first test is heraldry. The first test is sumai, which is basically Japanese wrestling. As you approach, I'm sorry. Let me add one more thing. You can also spend opportunity throughout this tournament to notice interesting details of people as they're competing.
And can we see everyone else competing along with us?
Yeah, they're all fighting. They're all competing with you.
Iso has a side eye on Riku, and he's fairly content with himself.
Yeah, we have Hitoshi Kakita Riku, who's looking somewhat tipsy, and some of the other crane are like side eyeing her. Bayushi Meilin, Mirumoto Hinata, Shiba Toya, Moto Betbear, Kitsu Tsubasa, Yasuki Jun, and Bayushi Sugai. In Sumai, you watch as the judge settles himself down in front of you, in front of the wide sand pit, the sandy grounds where you are to wrestle. Remember, the judge says, in Sumai, as in life, a steady stance creates a solid foundation for success. This is a TN2 martial arts check, judged by Hira Goroharu of the Crab Clan.
You're just trying to make me lose this one, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's wrestling, if I understand
Yeah,
correctly,
wrestling.
right?
Yes.
You're wrestling. So, who will go
Nice.
first?
That's up to everyone, I guess. I don't know who
Who
wants
are
to
we
go
paired
first specifically.
with?
You
Because
are
it
not
says.
paired. You just roll. It's not. It doesn't really matter like who you're paired with.
Oh,
You
I
just
see, I see.
roll, You roll for successes.
Martial arts ranged or melee specifically? I assume melee specifically.
Yeah, you must make a martial arts unarmed check. Trying
it's
to get 2 successes. And you tell me the stance that you use. Yeah, as you do that.
Do you need to use earth stance or can you use any stance?
You can use any stance.
You can use any stance. There's a stance that gets you an extra point.
Yeah. A priest draws a circle in the sand of the training yard and marks it down with rope, then invokes blessings on each pair of wrestlers so they strip down to the undergarments. The winner of each bout is the one who throws their opponent out of the circle.
Alright, I'll go first.
Mhm.
Fail.
You do have a bonus. You do have an explosion, which means if you succeed it, if you pick it, you can roll it again.
Wait, say that one more time?
So you see those 3 like fish thingies next to the plane?
Metal.
That's an explosion. That means you can roll it again and keep whatever roll. So if you roll
So
a
I can
success,
throw it into reroll, right?
yeah, I think that if you keep it, it will allow you to re-roll it regardless.
So I just keep all 3?
No, you keep. Yeah, if you
Keep
want.
the ones that work the best for you.
Oh, okay. But could I reroll the blank die then?
I think so, right?
You don't usually re-roll dice.
Yeah, you just.
But you only reroll the fish.
Just
You don't
keep.
usually re-roll dice. You just keep dice. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep them, and it will give you a prompt to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the blank dice really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And then
keep
it'll reroll that.
Hey,
It's a
success.
And that's
Wait, it rolled
That's-
across my screen.
Yeah, it did for me too.
So
and it landed
yeah,
on a success.
so I don't think that's a success now.
Yeah, you're
No.
one short.
Yeah. So unfortunately, but you do get an opportunity. So do you?
Where's
Wait.
the explosive
I'm
dice
confused.
roll?
The explosive is like the Tamiga, the 3.
No, but he did chose it. He did
Yeah,
keep it, which means he should
I
re-roll
just
it.
clicked
Oh,
on
yeah,
it. I'm confused because that's
Oh,
what I
oh,
re-rolled it into.
Okay, yeah. It shows there. It shows there. So you got another opportunity out of that.
So 2
Yeah, I saw it.
opportunities. Opportunities are not successes though.
Opportunities
so that was
are
a
not
failure.
successes. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
This is what I see you have. Yeah. So unfortunately, Doji Kiso gets thrown out of the ring pretty quickly.
With opportunities, can I burn them even if I fail to see what other people are doing?
you definitely use them to see what other people are doing.
Okay. I'm gonna use both opportunities. See what other people are doing.
Who are you looking at?
Specifically Riku, because she was the one
She's-
I've tried to sabotage.
Yeah, she's like kind of drunkenly she's swaying in her seat, looking and rubbing her eyes, looking quite put off.
All right. And then could I do one for each opportunity? I want to see what Hitoshi is looking like.
All right. Hitoshi's kind of just staring at her in confusion. You also notice weirdly that he has a tall, graceful demeanor, kind of like to the side. It reminds you of most Crane Clan members.
Okay, that confirms. Yep, and as he notices these two things, his opponent just kind of smacks him out of the ring.
Yeah.
Hiso
Alright,
is
so
not very good at
next-
this.
Next person. Itsugenki. Will you roll?
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Which stance do you choose, and what do you?
So, what was the opening phrase again for this this wrestling?
Remember, the judge says, in sumai, as in life, a steady stance creates a solid foundation for success.
And he's a crab, right?
He is Hira Goroharu of the crab clan. There. I keep mixing them up, and they're like complete opposites.
So I'm not confident in general of my martial melee. So I think
It's
I'm
martial
gonna
unarmed.
Martial and
on martial.
yeah.
Even then, I don't have the skill of martial and arm.
Any of us do.
Oh, I don't know. I will. Hey, I will do Earth. Sure, why not? Actually, Nah, I want to pass. I'll go with Void. Sure,
Mhm.
I'll do Void. How do I roll again?
Click. You can click your skill. Click the appropriate skill, and then select the select the ring from that.
Martial melee. Oh, I see. Void difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. Yes. That is a failure, I think, unfortunately. So you also get thrown out of the ring pretty damn quickly. You see Kitsu Sokori kind of like giving a wince from behind this, like wincing from behind the from the audience booths. She kind of like gives you, she kind of like makes a motion of like, you can do it, but obviously you could not.
No, I can't. Yeah.
But you
So-
also do get an opportunity, so you can do that too. Use that to look at somebody or examine or check on anything.
Damn, I really don't know what to use the opportunity on. That's the thing.
You can
I
just look out
guess
the rest of the competition.
I'd ask the rest of y'all if you want me to look at anyone specific, but I feel like that's a little too out of character.
Go with your gut. It's not what my Crane Clan person would say. They would say "fuck you," but
I forgot. Was there any other line?
There is Kitsu.
Yeah, there's at least one Kitsu.
Yeah, Kitsu
Oh.
Tsubasa.
I'll go ahead and look at what Subasa's doing. What's up with them?
Yeah, Kitsu Tsubasa is actually Kitsuki Yukimi is talking with him. She has a look of concern on her face, but he seems to be like resistant to whatever she's talking about. Quickly he turns around and heads into the and moves to the shrine moves to what looks like what's probably the shrine to pray, and Kitsuki Yukimi just puts her hands on her hips and shakes her head, disappointed. She looks back at, and she suddenly, like, she looks at you, Kitsu Genki, and there's like a look, there's like this weird look on her face, like she wants something. And then that like right after that you get thrown out of the ring.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
So
Mhm.
next is Mirumoto Shin. What stance do you choose, and what?
I am choosing Earth because
Alright.
I think it is fairly clear at this point that this is the approach I want. Question, Lysa, will you let me apply, like, Earth? The Earth stance is associated with withstand, like keeping cool and steady in the face of like a stiff opposition. Will you let me apply indomitable will to this? Like,
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
because I have no ranks in this because Shin is a sword guy, and I'm also honestly a bit worried.
Mhm.
But how do I roll? I roll
click your skill, and then click your
Yeah,
void.
just go to skills and click martial arts unarmed.
Okay, let me just check that real quick.
Like it will appear like a prompt, and you would choose the ring of earth, and then you just roll it.
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck is it? Martial arts unarmed. Yes, very unfortunate. Difficulty 2. Where, and I pick earth right here, and I roll. And what did I get? I got
You got an opportunity, explosion with strife, and a success.
Mhm.
This means you succeed regardless.
Uh-huh. I believe I'm going to re-roll that opportunity. How do I re-roll a die, Liza?
No, you can't re-roll the opportunity. You have to.
You
You
can't
get
take
the,
the
you get the
advantage.
I have an
exploding.
advantage that lets me. That's why I'm asking if I could apply it.
Roll it then. Yeah.
Then just roll another single die.
No, you
Oh,
just
wait, no,
no. You drag. You
you
draw.
can re-roll.
You drag the
Yeah, there's-
opportunity to the re-roll, and the other two to keep.
Okay. Let me keep 2 max. 1, 2. Fuck. It isn't working, but finalize this step. It re-rolls into, what did I get?
Another
One
success.
bonus success. Oh, nice. All
And I
right.
am keeping this all. I
Yeah.
am succeeding very hard.
Yeah.
And I'm also taking 2 strife. How do I make this explode now? Oh yeah.
So. It looks...
I'm keeping the explosion. Oh, do I click this to make it
Yeah.
explode?
Yeah, you just keep. You just
Mhm.
keep the whole thing, and it will roll it for you.
Okay. So where does it say keep?
There's a box below where you should be dragging things to, and then selecting.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to take 1, take 2, and take 3. Finalize this step. Rolls into an opportunity, and I don't fucking take it. Is that an explosion again?
I don't think so.
No, it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's an
Okay.
opportunity with strife.
All right. So
Okay.
what do you?
So I take it, I succeed, I get 2 successes, 3
Mhm.
successes, rather.
Mhm.
And
That
2
puts you in the
strife.
front running. You're the front runner.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
describe this for me.
You pick Bayushi Meilin up with your bare hands, and as she squirms and struggles in your grip, and then you just fling her out of the ring, and she bounces like off. She bounces off of the grass and like rolls a few feet, like groaning. And as you do that, Hida-san like claps. Good job, he calls.
Mm-hmm. Shin stands up, like breathing hard. This was a bit harder on the nerves than he thought it would be, but he politely bows to the judge, then leaves.
Mhm.
Like steps back into line.
Yes. And finally, it is it's Shosuro Sumi.
All right, you can hear me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also want to be trying to use an advantage, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I have keen sight, which specifically says I spot details, and it does mention martial arts as well. Can I do that to essentially like circle around? I'm going to be taking water, so I'll be circling around and like looking for this person's like shift of weight and trying my hardest to like find the right place to press all my strength into.
That absolutely works. Yeah.
All right.
Go.
So let me just make sure that I understand how many I get to roll. A re-roll up to 2 dice. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Determine your stance, and then pick the dice.
I am
and
picking
then roll.
water.
Yeah.
Okay, water. I have no skill. Difficulty is 2. I will not spend a thing.
Nice.
Oh, that is frustrating.
That is
I will.
unfortunate. Yeah, you do get a lot of. you do
I will
get a lot of-
re-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will re-roll these 2 and keep my 1 opportunity. Holy fuck! Can I get worse luck? Holy
I'm
shit!
Sorry. You get lifted up and just like flung out immediately. Unfortunately, you do get an opportunity though, so you can use that to look at somebody. You can use that to examine somebody.
Will use that opportunity to. Who am I fighting, if I may ask?
Let's say Moto Betbiyar. She's
Sorry?
I'll say Moto Bittian. She's way stronger than you think she is, like considering her attire.
The only thing that happens is like as I try to like press my weight onto like the upper part of her chest to try to like essentially just get her off limit, I just hit her a little bit on the throat and just make her feel very uncomfortable and very like having a hard time to breathe for the next challenge she's going through.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. All right. This will affect her. Kitsu Tsubasa comes back in time for his challenge, still like very unnerved, and Yasuki Jun, but that doesn't save him from getting tossed out of the ring, and so does Yasuki Jun. They both fail to earn their marks here. The next challenge is heraldry, which is actually one of the challenges which I have, which does the thing from before. Yeah, I know. Which has like the setting rule changes from before. So you can choose to roll, or you can try to pick out what the answer is on your own.
Sounds good.
Boom. I'm a genius.
Do you want to actually roll, or do you want to?
Oh, we have to choose now. We can't say if we don't know and then roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
Could you repeat what I was doing here? Sorry.
So right now you can either roll, and try to figure that out that way, or
you keep breaking me. You said
Sorry.
you can, and then it broke.
You can roll the dice and do it the traditional way, or you can look at the pictures of each of the clans that I give you, like on a timer. I would give you like a timer of 2 minutes, and then you can decide.
Okay, and I didn't catch what we're supposed to be doing here. I'm so sorry.
The next challenge is heraldry. So you are to be identifying different clans, different people.
Got it. I will try to identify per thingy.
Like if it's like really like the first one is pretty simple, but you know. But I figure like it'd be kind of cool, like just test your L5R knowledge in general.
Oh,
you have the opportunity to look it up. Like I'm giving you the time to look it up.
Oh hell yeah! I'll take the challenge. I'll answer in my voice.
No matter how well or poorly you do, you get an extra dice. If you decide to go that way.
I will try the challenge. Yeah.
I'll try the voice.
God damn you! Well, what would I roll? Government?
You would roll
design.
You would roll TN
design?
to culture.
Huh?
Culture.
Fuck! I don't have any culture. God damn you!
You illiterate.
Yes, no, I'll take the challenge because I don't have any skill in that dice. Plus, I'm a genius, so.
Alright, so you will or you won't?
I will take the visual challenge.
Will you be DMing us the pictures instead of just post them in general?
I'm posting it.
Okay.
But should we DM you the answers so we can't cheat?
No.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
No, we're not doing that. Okay.
No, there's separate things for everyone.
Oh,
so
they're
you give
separate
us
challenges.
individual
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
see.
sounds good to me.
So I picked out a lot of stuff, so don't worry about this. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
so
fine. This is fun. I love it.
The first question goes to who would like to go first?
Me.
All right. So, the first thing they offer. So, sorry. Let me quickly explain what's going on. The contestants are shepherded one by one into a small gallery in the Kakita Dojo for the heraldry competition. Each contestant is shown 5 pieces of heraldry of increasing difficulty. There's a great clan, a family within a great clan, a minor clan, an individual of great status and renown, and then a relatively minor samurai, and they're asked to identify them. Partial answers earn partial credit. A contestant must be able to identify 4 outright, or give partial answers on all 5 to be rated proficient. This competition is a TN2 culture check. So you guess at a great clan, a family within that great clan, a minor clan, an individual of great status and renown, and then a relatively minor samurai.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Easy.
So the first.
Wait,
so
I don't want to
you-
go first. Raypos goes first.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to say I can go first if you don't want to.
Yeah, you can go first.
All
Okay,
right.
I'll go first.
All right. So the first question that Kitsugenki gets is this, and I will give you.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I know my Legend of the Five Rings rulebook.
I will give you I will give you 2 minutes. You can look it
Okay.
up.
I'm ready. Looking at general.
No, it's on the Foundry.
It's on the
shit.
Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
You should get this one, I
let me,
think.
You should
let me
get
close
this
my
one. It's
Okay, that's easy. That's Phoenix.
Yep. All right. They nod and change it out. Wait, let me delete this. So the next question. Which is this clan? What does this clan belong to?
Clearly, that's the Fish Clan.
It is the Fish Clan.
Obviously.
You have 2 minutes.
Fuck. Hold on.
Look it up. Remember, you have the wiki. You can use the wiki. I'm not begrudging you.
Yeah, I kind of want to do this. I'll go with. Yeah, because even if you look on the wiki, at least for the rulebook, it doesn't give you the symbol, so that's fine. I will go with. Fuck it, the Kaido family.
Kaito?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's not correct.
it's
Do
cheating.
you want me to give him the answer?
If you want to.
It's the
If you want to, yeah.
It's the Yasuki family.
Yep,
Duh.
that was the answer. I apologize, you lost that one. Alright. So third group.
Oh wait, was it a family? Was
It's
it
a family within a clan.
Oh, within a random? I thought it was within the Phoenix clan.
No, it's going to be like different groups or different people, yeah. So
And then
there was the Yasuki or a clan within or a family within the clan. Within the crab clan.
And then which one's this?
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point, yeah. Which group is this?
Which group you said?
Which minor family? This is a minor family.
Minor families. What the fuck is that? A jackrabbit?
How do you move down the map? Like, how do
I
you
don't
scroll?
know.
It's right click to drag.
Thank you. Oh, that's so much better.
God, have you not done this whole time?
No, I
Is that
hadn't
the,
known.
is that the Hair Clan?
Yes, you are correct. Good job.
Oh yeah.
And finally, they ask you 2 questions. Tell me about Yoritomo. Kitsu-san. You tell me about this in character. Tell me who he is.
What was the name again?
Yoritomo. Yoritomo-san.
Yoritomo. Yoritomo.
Yoritomo-san.
So Genki is sort of scratching the side of his head. He's trying to rack his brain for whatever knowledge he may have of about this woman, and he starts off with, because it would probably be common knowledge of her nickname. So he starts off with, well, she was called the seductress, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Which Yoritomo?
I think this is a different Yoritomo model.
I'm gonna act.
Hey, this is in character. This is how it goes.
Hey, I know.
Go.
You got this.
Yoritomo, she was a seductress, if I'm not mistaken. She was one of the Shogun's advisors.
That is incorrect, Kitsu-san. Yoritomo is the leader of the Mantis clan, actually. And like you can see Hitoshi-san like glaring at you from like where he is. Finally, the final question. Who is the Shugenja founder of the Deer Clan matchmakers. There were two founders of the Deer Clan. One was a Bushi, and the other was a Shugenja. Who were they?
What were the two?
One was a Bushi, and one was a Shugenja.
Do we
of
have
the Deer
ice
Clan.
here?
You were looking for the Shugenja founder of the Deer Clan. Yep.
Nickname Son of Storms.
Genki muttering, I must have remembered a different Yoritomo.
Oh, I got this. I know how to do this. How the fuck do I roll? Oh, it's
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
look it up. You gotta look him up.
damn. I can't just decide on the D2.
I mean, after this, you get like an extra dice as a promise.
Dear clan. All I get is the lore about their backstory.
You can keep reading.
Do we have a timer on
You
here?
have a timer.
Yeah,
Like,
you
two
have a
minutes.
timer.
You just have
got-
so much.
You have a minute left.
I mean, I'm not one
Okay.
to give mercy to the Kitsu.
Fuck you too, I guess. All right. What was the question again? I think I found it.
It was the Shugenja founder of the Deer Clan. There were two founders. One was a Bushi and one was a Shugenja. Who is the Shugenja?
Like, come on. Begin just.
Consider, the judge says, that the design of each heraldic emblem contains clues to its origins that can be unlocked with careful study. That's what the judge says.
Carefully.
And
this-
what were the names?
They
Or unless they didn't give names.
didn't give names. You're supposed to find the names.
I-
This competition is
I-
judged by Doji Murashige of the Crane Clan.
I think I found out.
Alright, tell me who it is.
Oh wait, no, it was a Kitsu clan. God damn it.
Alright.
Can I wait? Let me go. Hold on. Final answer. Asahina Takuya, because
Alright,
it's either that or nothing.
You got that. Alright, so make your roll. You get an extra dice.
Oh, for the
Yeah, for trying, you get an extra dice.
Okay. Cool.
For trying.
Listen.
You mean for miserably going through this? Government, you said?
It is a
Or culture?
culture check, yes.
So it is a. I think I'm gonna go with Void.
So,
Is that I get an extra ring dice or skill dice?
you get an extra skill dice.
Okay, I get 4 dice. Let's see. So what's that? An explosive, 2 explosive,
Two
Two
explosive
successes?
explosive
successes.
successes.
So would I?
You would keep both of those, and you would also get like some strife out of that.
Do strive. I'm fine with that.
Alright.
I'll keep all 3. Sure, why not?
Alright.
And
This
I
is-
think I get opportunity as well, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Oh, whoops! I did not mean that.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Those were explosive successes, so you get to reroll.
That's fine. I'll just take the original explosive successes in the skill dice.
Cool.
Yeah, and is Sakori? I'll use my opportunity to look for Sakori. If I can find her, I'll see how she's feeling or how she looks.
She looks fine. She's actually like talking with somebody right now. A very handsome man. Tall and good looking, but he has a strange look. He has this like strange look about himself. He
I
like
see.
looks like, yeah. There's just something off about him, which you can kind of tell like, just looking at him. But it's just enough to make you slightly uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That'll be it for me.
Okay.
I think I answered 3 of
So
them
that-
correctly then?
Yeah, that is a success, I would say.
Okay, cool.
All right. Since it's 8 o'clock, I can probably like end here.
No,
pause
we
here
can
for
finish
now.
this, right?
Whoa, we can finish
We can-
Are you
this.
for sure?
We can finish
finish
this.
I don't know. I'm worried.
We can finish
No,
this.
I do want Repas, you can go next, so you can.
All right,
you know,
I'll go
talk
next
about-
then.
all right.
Fuck.
So you
Are
want
you
to?
cutting in line, Raypass? Oh
I
my
am.
God.
You
Oh, real
want
quick
to-
then, if you guys are going to finish this, do you mind if I head out then? Because I got to go to bed. Because I
Sure,
wake up
sure.
at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yeah, I'll go,
Rest
bud.
well.
Yeah, you guys can
Good night.
finish up though. That's it for me for now.
All right.
Rest
Alright,
well. Be
thanks.
all
good.
Yeah, thanks for the session.
Yeah. Good night.
Be good. Be
Alright.
good.
All right. So next up is Shosuro Sumi.
Mm-hmm.
The judge first presents you with the clan of a great mon, the mon of a great clan.
That
Who
is the Dragon
mon?
Clan.
Nice. The next one is the mon of a family within a great clan.
She says very quickly, "That is the Izawa family's mon."
He nods. That's fantastic. Who does this belong to?
I think I know it is the Boar clan, is it not?
You are correct. Now, did I close? I accidentally closed my my sheet. The next question that they ask. This is a bit odd, perhaps. With a smile, Doji-san, Doji Murashige-san offers you this question. Please tell me who Bayushi Kachiko is.
Oh, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Please
Apologies.
tell me who Bayushi Kachiko is.
He says, Mayushi Kachiko was one of the most important of my clan. She was the wife of the clan champion, and then became later the champion herself and the concubine of the emperor, and was there for the second day of Thunder as well as the first.
She nods. He nods. Thank you. Finally, please tell me who the current Dragon Clan champion is in the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor Hantei the 38th. This is a little bit of a math question. A tiny bit
Sorry,
of a math.
Could you repeat that?
Who is the current Dragon Clan champion in the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor Hantei the 38th?
20th year, which is the current one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The current one is it Mirumoto? What is the current year, if I might ask?
Well, you have to figure that out. It's 1123.
11/25th.
Hmm?
Okay. So it is Togashi Yokoni.
You are correct. Very good. Now make
She
your roll.
bows.
Make your roll, but you basically succeeded, so.
Yeah, I got all of them. Do I get only one dice?
You get two. Give me two.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because this is all about recalling, but it's also about surveying.
Yeah.
I'm going to use water.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I am the worst at rolling. How is this possible?
You've never been a good roller, bud.
Honestly, like since you actually answered all the questions like in character well, like I would say that you just succeed anyway.
Okay. I'm still gonna take
maybe
all.
you don't like succeed like completely, but like, you don't like get like a great success, but you do
The dude was
succeed.
out for me clearly by
yeah.
mentioning Bayushi.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna discard all of the strife, but I'm gonna keep the 2 opportunity.
And will you look at
and
anybody while they're
I'm-
what's happening?
I will use that 2 opportunity though, and I will use that 2 opportunity since it's 2 of them. I want to make sure that next is Hitoshi, and that I make like as she's coming out, she bows deeply and thanks him in like she uses the part of their voice that part of her voice from her chest. It doesn't boom, but it is enough to get in immediate silence. It's not enough for Hitoshi, for Doshikiso, and for him to have complete silence in concentration. So I'm trying to give him aid him if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Doji gives him a nod, steps up to the plate. Lysa,
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes,
I've
I'm
been
ready.
Google fooing forever. Okay.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I'm a master
All right.
of Google foo.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Come.
Please tell me, Doji-san, who does this belong to? What family is this?
That would be the Crab
Nice.
Clan.
Very good. And who is this? Fucker.
Does he say fucker to my face in that tone?
Well, yeah, who is it?
Well, that
He's
was a
a
question, Lysa. Does he say fucker
No,
to my
no,
face
he
in that
doesn't
tone?
do that.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying it.
Well, just because he didn't say that, he says politely instead of go fuck yourself. It's the Mia family.
Okay, very good. Finally, please tell me, who does this belong to? Which family is it? Which clan is this? Okay.
Great question, Lysa.
We should have a
That would be the
timer,
Moshi
shouldn't we?
family.
All right, we should. What?
We should have a timer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, fuck you. Oh, I said Moshi, didn't I?
Which one is that one? Tell me what it is like.
The right one. Moshi.
Moshi.
They aren't the Moshi yet, right?
The centipede.
Oh.
They turn into the Moshi like 10 years later. They aren't the Moshi.
Oh, I'm a future
Okay.
teller. They're the
Okay, yeah,
centipede
that's fine. Then.
clan.
That's fine. If that's all right.
They
so
turn
go
into the Moshi family. I
Yeah.
literally predict
So
the future.
go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll like 2 dice as
Roll what?
Shosuro did. Make your TN2 culture, and you can add 2 dice because you actually answered all of them correctly.
Add 2 skill.
Yeah, 2 skill.
Okay.
And
I'll
with the
roll-
aid, that gives you 1 more, right?
Oh, aid gives me 1 more. Is that correct,
Mhm.
Lysa?
Oh yeah, you're helping him out. Yeah.
And then is this air or water? It doesn't matter.
You
choose.
decide. You choose.
I like my air.
All right.
I want
Oh,
to
wow.
roll like that. Fucking teach me to roll like that.
You
I
get
will
2.
teach you
You get a
all
lot
of
of
my tricks.
successes, so that
I
puts
just
you
win.
in the top. Yeah, you definitely suddenly become like the top ranker.
Boom. I'm a
You
genius.
can also roll those explosive successes.
Oh,
yeah.
But do I want to?
It's up to
If
you.
you want to, yeah.
You keep those and you reroll on top of them.
But I could roll strife with them, right?
You could, but you don't have to keep them. You don't have to keep the rerolls.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let me... So I pick 3 to keep. So this one, and then this one, because it's explosive? That feels like a lot of strife.
Do what you want. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of successes.
Well, keep rolling
Do
successes.
I just keep re-rolling?
Yeah, keep re-rolling.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that's
You
how that
get,
worked.
you get even more successes. Yeah.
That's why they're called explosive.
But don't I get even more strife because I keep all the strife as well?
Yep. All the strife you keep as well.
Based.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 1,000,000 successes. I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're very good. You
After adding 4 strife.
you impress the judges very much. Even as and you watch with glee as Kitsu Riku Kakita Riku just like kind of like flubs through hers. For some
Nice.
and And somehow, Motobet Bayar doesn't answer it correctly. But also Hitoshi does as well. And
Hitoshi doesn't answer them correctly, or
Hitoshi
does?
does not fail. Hitoshi here fails.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And as you look, you notice that he actually does answer some of the questions, right? Like he definitely at least gets the crane. He gets like some of the families right, but they just don't care. They just like they cut him out before he finishes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh crap! I
Okay.
should have. I forgot to ask the heraldry individual questions. All right. Do you want to answer those real quickly, or do you want to just continue?
Me?
Yeah. There are two heraldry individuals, but you don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
I mean, is there a bad thing if I
No,
fuck it
not
up?
really. No.
Okay. Yes. Hit me.
All right. Tell me who Hante Yugozohin is.
Wow. Excuse you.
Doji-san.
Your mic cut out. That's Hante. What?
Hante Yugozohin.
Yugozo
Yugozohin.
him. Okay.
It's actually pretty interesting because like you would know she's like one of the last Hante to actually have a name. Since then it's been Hante X, Hante XI, Hante XXI, so on and so forth.
I see. Well, that's fascinating. I say that exactly, that they were the last Hante, and everyone after that's been numbered.
Mhm.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
So finally we have Mirumoto-san. Let's have you answer some questions then.
Sorry.
Or would
Here,
you
go
would
ask
you
me.
prefer to roll?
Yeah, no, let's answer questions.
All
Be the
right.
odd one out if I just dice this out. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
All right.
I have the ancient Rokugani art of Google.
We'll figure it out.
Perhaps Mirumoto-san. Regardless, we shall see. And who's that?
That is. Wait, the first question is Great Clan, right?
The Great Clan, yes.
Okay, this is the Unicorn Clan.
Of course. Next. Who is that?
Give me a second.
Mhm.
That is a fucking face. Give me a second. Oh my god, I did not read about the unicorns.
Mhm.
Well, this is not a unicorn.
It might
This
not
is
be.
just
It
one of
might
the
not be a
clans.
unicorn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might be a minor family.
It's a
Yeah,
minor
it's not
family within a
necessarily-
clan, within a great clan. It doesn't have to be the unicorn.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. That is the. Give me. No, I have time. You said 2 minutes. I have
I
time.
have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes.
She's counting right now. Why are they called Mons? Lysa.
Oh, that's a Japanese word.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just crests. I see.
Yeah, they're
I
essentially
think
just
it's
crests.
just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can do this. I
You
can
can
do
do
this.
this.
I am hurrying.
25 seconds
Oh,
left.
fuck
Mirumoto-san.
There it is. It is the
25.
Moto family crest.
There we
That
go,
is-
Mirumoto-san. There we go. With like 25 seconds left, you finally managed to guess. And they're like, oh yes, finally. Good job, Mirumoto-san.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's suddenly reminded of Bat Bayar and just goes, fuck.
She keeps
He's
turning
very
up in my
proud and he's
dreams.
panicking and he goes,
She keeps
"Oh,
turning up in my dreams. Alright, here's the last quest. Here's the last minor family. Mirumoto-san. Timer.
that is green.
Yes.
Which ones had green? Let me check. Fuck you, email. That is probably work, and I do not care. I am playing games. They may wait at my pleasure.
I have a feeling you can guess that one just by looking at the image.
Yeah, the minor
Yeah,
clans
honestly,
are really
I'm
easy,
going to
honestly.
fucking say it's the Bat Clan.
Yes, you are correct, Mirumoto-san. Good job. Alright.
I didn't even look that one up. Said, oh, it's a bat.
Alright. Mirumoto-san, please tell me who is Lady Ryoko of the Crane.
Ryuko?
Lady Ryoko. Ryoko. Let me write the name.
Ryoko?
Lady
Ryoko
Ryoko.
or Ryoko?
Ryoku of the
Ryoku? Ryoku?
yeah.
What the shit? Give me. Of the Crane?
Of the Crane.
He just says it again like 5 more times. Wait, is it Ryuku or Go? Just over and over again.
Listen, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense for him to to ask, because Rokugani
Oh,
is
I
a
know,
very
I know.
phonetic, is a very phonetic fucking.
I believe
Oh
you.
god, there it is.
Is there a
How many
timer ticking?
Taketa Ryoku. Okay. How many seconds do I have?
I'll give you 30 more seconds because I'm not actually sure that
Ryoku.
timer is.
Taketa Ryoku, he rushes out quickly, like probably with not a lot of finesse.
Mm-hmm.
He says he is one of the preeminent storytellers of the Crane clan, imperial
Mhm.
advisor to Hante, thinks for like 2 seconds, Hante the 38th.
Very good, very good. I was worried for a minute, for the moment. Mirumoto-san. Finally, please tell me who the current Hiruma Daimyo in the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor Hante the 38th is.
Hiruma?
Hiruma Daimyo, yes.
Okay, out of character, it is the fucking crabs again. Am I not gonna get questions about dragon? This is deliberate.
You are not gonna get pestered about dragons. Oh wait, I gotta set the timer.
Don't worry, I've been counting Lysa. Trust me.
Thank you. There. So, you are looking for the current Hiruma Daimyo in the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor, Hante the 38th.
Ring!
20th year?
The 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor. Basically, today. Now.
Uh-huh. Hiruma.
Also, a small note while you think that Moto image that you saw is only going to happen in the future. That's not the flag of the Moto yet.
Listen, it's
Uh-huh.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
listen, it's fine. Let's all pretend that this is in fact the flag that we see. I'm going to say Hiruma. Shit. Todori?
That is incorrect. Mirumoto-san, I apologize. Hiruma Yoshi.
Yeah, the date fucked me up.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
alright.
okay, I'm saying this. I would
Yeah,
not
it's
say this.
11/23. Like that's the date.
It's like 3 daimios back. So, what? So it's roll culture. How many dice do I get? 1? I assume?
You get one skill dice. Yeah.
one bonus die. And what was the description again of the challenge? What did he give for like?
Yeah. Consider, the judge says, that the design of each heraldic emblem contains clues as to its origins that can be unlocked with careful study.
That can be what?
That can be unlocked with careful study. The design of each heraldic emblem contains clues as to its origins that can be unlocked with careful study.
With careful study. What is careful? I think that's Earth again. I'm gonna. Oh, okay then. I'm going to go with Earth.
Right.
And I'm going to take culture. Oh, it is just default culture, so which is 1. Hey, fuck you, menu. So I'm going to, like, there we go. There is just menu. There are my skills. Sorry, I'm not used to Foundry. This is my literal
no
first.
worries. Yeah, like I'm just barely getting used to it myself.
Oh, I actually don't have culture dice, but I do now, just the 1. So I'm going to say add 1 and TN2, right?
TN2.
So Earth and roll.
Ooh, you get a success. You get a lot of successes. But
I am keeping all 3 successes.
All right. Less successes than Doji Kiso, so you're just behind him.
So Doji Kiso is front runner. I add another point of strife, and that is okay. So
You don't have to.
Drive
You remember, you
reaction
pick 3.
for
You
me?
pick 3 of these dice. You can just pick the
Yeah.
explosion and the 2 successes. You don't need to choose the other one.
I don't have. Oh wait, there's an explosive success. So I'm not going
Yes.
to keep that strife. So I am keeping this baby, and come on, goddamn interface. I am trying to keep the fucking. There it is. And it adds a blank. Absolutely nothing. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to say that Shin squeaks by, like, not bad, but he definitely takes a while. Like, he does run his timer.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
not, presumably not Doji's, like, instant, fairly
Yeah.
confident.
Snap, snap, snap. You and Doji-san both get like a half point of. Well, no, I think like, you, Doji-san, and Shosuro-san each get a half point of glory. In addition, and Doji-san gets a full point of glory because of his thing. Because of becoming like the top success. Yeah. So we're gonna
And
stop.
because I have a resplendent item, I get 1 more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get glory for
You get a
front
half
runnering the?
You get a half point. You don't get any glory for like front running. Apparently.
No. For the sumo, the Japanese wrestling thing.
Yeah,
I was
you
front
do.
running.
You do. You get a full point of glory for that.
Okay, so I get 1.5, and okay, that's good.
All right.
Good.
So we'll pause for here because
Do we get
thank
to
you.
know how many points we're? Do we get to know how many points we get in the tournament?
I will tell you. I will calculate them up later.
Okay.
There's probably like going to be a scoreboard for people. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No
All right.
problem.
Thank you.
You will tell us.
Good night.
You will tell us. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. I'm having some issues. You're gonna tell us afterwards or during the week? Sorry.
During the week. I'm a little busy.
All
right
good.
now.
All good. Also, do I get to know if this was water? Because I think it was, right? It was survey.
It was actually air. Like you
What?
used to roll air.
Could have
Yeah.
chosen air. I'm fair at that.
I don't know why.
Wow.
It just says air. Like, consider, the judge says, that the design of each heraldic emblem contains clues as to its origins that can be unlocked with careful study.
Air is also
was
or is
So
also
air,
analyze.
yeah.
Okay. Air is analyze. Okay.
Oh well.
It's lobby. Okay.
That's actually we don't get the XP for this, do we?
You should.
Like that would be fast. That'd be some really fast gain.
We supposedly we get XP per hour of gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what's on the book.
So it's like two
Okay.
2 XP. It's 4 XP. It's fine.
Technically
3
3, right? We
3,
played
I guess.
for 3
Yeah.
hours.
3.
Yeah.
All right. 3 works. All right, you guys. Everyone gets 3 XP. So thank you.
Great. Someone ping bug guy with that. I will record mine, and there we go.
All right. Elisa, thanks
Yes.
a lot for the game. It was
Thank
a ton of
you.
fun.
Thank you.
It was really,
Thank you.
really fun.
Sorry about like.
There's no
ugh.
need.
I'm
There is
getting
no
used to
need.
like the whole skullduggery shit.
No, it was really, really fun. I had a lot of I enjoyed it very, very much.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Yeah. Good night. Good night.
All right, good
Good
night. Be good.
Bye.
Good morning for me.
Yeah. Good morning.
My
Good
good
morning,
morning.
Moggle. See you later.
Bye.
All right, be good.
Mm.
All right. See you soon. Thank you for playing.